Hello everyone. So today I'm making this video because there's a lot of request from many people about how to make the connection for the non-CAN bus cluster, specifically the BMW E36 and the Audi A4 which I have. How to connect the cluster lamps via the relay. So some people are confused that they are trying to directly connect the dash light bulbs to the Arduino. This will not enable those lamps as the power output would be quite weak. So you need to use a relay channel, something that looks like this. This is a 4-channel relay. So this is where you will give this is the VCC, the power inputs, this is the ground, and these 4 pins are for the data lines from the Arduino. This is where you will enable this pin. This would enable each of these relay depending on the signal that's received here. The relays have 3 terminals for each of them. So one of them is like normally closed, which means that when there is no power applied to the relay, these switches are closed, that is, it is active. And this is the common, and this is terminal 1, which is closed. So these two are like a closed circuit, and this is open between these two. So when the relay is energized, that where signal is applied and this gets activated, this would get disconnected and this would become active. So these two will be active. Okay. So it's the main thing. And so here I have with me a BMW E36 cluster. So I'm powering this on. Okay. So in the description of this video, I have given a link to an Arduino code. So there's a zip file. So once you unzip it, you will find these. You have to extract this. So once it's extracted, so it will be this particular one zip file. Once you need to copy this somewhere, and once inside the folder you will find this. So you need to open this Arduino code. Okay, and you need to go to tools. You select the board as Arduino UNO. So you can use an UNO or a Mega. So I have used an UNO here. So you have to select the port. Once that is done, you need to upload it to the Arduino. So I have already uploaded it, so I'm not doing it again. So once that is done, you can close this. And this is the pinout for the Arduino. So these pins are for the fuel, temperature, tacho, speedometer, those things. So this pin number 6 is for the left indicator. Pin number 7 is for the right. 8 for the battery warning indicator, low beams. This is a high beam. In this tutorial, I have a relay which is only 4-channel. So unfortunately, I cannot show the battery indicator. This is present in the code, so if you have a channel that has 5 relays or more, you can utilize this. But I have only 4, so I will be showing only for high beam, low beam, and left indicator. I will be skipping this portion. So this should work like any of them. There's no difference. It's also present in the code, but I don't have a relay to show that, so I won't be showing this. As for the circuit diagram, how to connect for the E36, the BMW E36 cluster. For the left indicator, right indicator should be connected to the positive terminal to be active. So and also the high beams and the low beams, all of them go to the positive terminal of the plus 12 volt to illuminate on the cluster. These bulbs would be active on the cluster only when it's connected to the 12. So the connection from the 10, 9, pin number 7, 6 should go to the common terminal for each of them from here So to these terminals, 1, 2, 3, 4, all to the common terminal of each relay, it should be connected. For the turn indicators, it should be connected to the normally open. So if you're, for example, if you're connecting the left turn and the right turn, the pin from the cluster will go to these common terminals, and the power supply of 12 volts should be on the normally open, and from here it should be connected to the 12 volt source. And for the high beam and low beam, the power supply should be connected to the normally closed. The pins from here should be actually connected to these pins, 1, 2, 3, 4 over here. It will be connected here from the Arduinos, these pins over here. So you can see in this circuit that these are the connections for the turn indicators, left and right. These two pins in the center are from the cluster. These are the 12 volts. This is for the high beam and low beam, which is connected center from the cluster, and this is to the normally closed. This is for the 12 volt supplies. That's come from here. This is coming from an ATX power supply. The 412 volts that goes over here. And you need a 5 volt source which you can tap from the ATX power supply to run these the relay channel. This is the ground and the positive. This is 5 volt. The ones in the center are to control each of these relays. These wires will go to your Arduino UNO. These are the pinouts as per the diagram for each of the dash lights, and these 4 are for the gauges in the cluster. Inside the SimHub, you should go to Arduino, select multi Arduino, and once the code is flashed, you should see something like this. You will see only one of them. I have used some other clusters previously, this is why. So you need to go to the custom protocol and paste this code inside the custom protocol in computed values. This will also be in the description. Once that is done, you will see it will show that the Arduino is connected. Now you need to go to games. I've selected Euro Truck Simulator. So one of the major things that needs to be done is you go to Euro Truck Simulator, you need to select the launcher and add the link over here for the custom path, and for the telemetry, for the instructions. For this plugin works only for 86, by the way. I have tested it only on 86. You need to copy this file inside the plugins folder over here. Needs to be pasted here. To close this, and after that need to launch the game. Once the game launches, you should see something that shows that the plugin has been detected. If the plugin, you don't copy the plugin, you will not see this message. So once that is done, you launch the game. Once the game is launched, you will see so I'm going to turn the electrics. So I've started. So I'm turning on the lights. So I've turned on the lights now. You can see. I will also turn on the high beams. for the hazard lights, you can see it here. As you can see, it works fine.